Today is January 26th, 2026, around 7 p.m. In the Board of Finance Senior and Disabled Tax Relief Organizational Subcommittee committee meeting. So let's rise and we'll do the pledge. All right.
Okay.
I pledge
I
allegiance
pledge
to the
allegiance
flag
to the flag of the United
United
States of
States of America,
America
and
and to
to
the
the
and to the
republic
republic for
republic
which it
for which it
stands,
stands,
Hands,
one
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 nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
under
God,
God, indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
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 and
and
justice.
justice for all.
You guys notice I got the flag here on my phone.
Oh, nice.
Nicely done.
All right, good. So for the record, I am Dave Rock, member of the Board of Finance, along with members Jim Myers and Bob Ellwanger, calling this meeting to order for the purpose of electing officers for the Board of Finance. Once we elect a chair, that chair will take over the running of this meeting. So can I have a motion to hear, consider, and act on the 2026 officers?
I'll mention that.
All right. Let's see Jim as first. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, great. Are there any nominations for the chair?
Um, Dave, I'll nominate you to be the chair. And
Great.
I will also say that we just did an organizational meeting. And so it was decided, Craig Curley mentioned that whoever we elect as the chair would also act as the secretary.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And the reason for that is because there's really not a lot of minutes and things like that, because you generally don't vote in these subcommittees. Most of the things that are voting items are brought back to the full board. So there's very little need for a lot of administrative minutes. The only real administrative secretarial things are really just like reporting back to the town clerk when there's meetings scheduled and things like that. So that was the direction that we just did in the subcommittee meeting I just was on at 6.
Yeah. All right. So, that makes some sense. I think that we probably, just for the record, we should break those two things out, two separate things. But I think, Bob, what do you think about that?
Well, first of all, let me
Go ahead.
let me second Jim's motion for you as chair / secretary. If that's what we end up with, that's fine.
Okay. All right, that's great. So that I accept, and I'll be chair, and so now we'll transition to me being chair. But let's have an open discussion about whether or not we sort of like this setup, because there are three people. I mean, we could do, Jim, you could be vice chair. I can see Bob being secretary. And is that a more comfortable feel, or do we feel like we need to go at Craig's direction?
I'm okay with going with Craig's direction, and I'd like to put nominate Jim as vice chair.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, great. So I think I have to do so that works. That works. So let's do I
Let's
hear a
vote on
motion?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's so can I get a motion for vice chair?
So moved, Jim Myers.
Okay. All right. So Bob, you're going to be first on that, and I will be a second on that. All right. So Jim, you're the vice
Let's
chair.
vote. Yeah, so I guess I don't know if we have to vote on that, but maybe let's just vote.
All in favor.
We're all in favor. We're
all in favor.
Okay.
Yep.
So Jim,
And
you're
let's
vice
vote
chair.
all in favor on chairman as well. Just
All
I
right.
don't know if
So
we did.
Yes.
let's get a motion on secretary.
Okay.
All right. Somebody want to second get a
So
motion?
okay.
I think you should name me if that's what we're doing. Let's just do
okay.
that.
All right. So I will put a motion to name the chairman as the dual role of secretary.
Okay.
And I'll second that.
All right, and I'll third that, and we don't need a third. So, all right, great. So I think that we're done there. Um, and so that locks that down. And then so we did on the agenda, we called to order, we did the pledge, we discussed and elected the 2026 officers. All right, so let's get into the schedule. That's the fourth bullet. I think we should sort of talk this thing through a little bit. I don't think that we need a meeting in March, but I think we probably need a meeting in February to get ourselves going um, with Ross. And I think we should probably, I don't know if we can, I don't know what Ross's availability is going to be, but I would love to get our first meeting with Ross, discuss where we're at, what the numbers are. And I certainly have the all the RTM backup that I went through when I was vice chair on the RTM for, SD TR. So that was back in October where we presented to the Board of Finance. So there's a deck, Jim, and I think Bob, you had mentioned to me in passing that you had seen it and walked through in a little bit. But I think we've got to lock down a calendar, maybe one meeting in February. We've got to skip March because we're going to be, in budget, full budget. So we got to punt. So it seems like it should be one in February, one in April, and then I think maybe we just for the sake of tonight's agenda, maybe we just pick, the third Wednesday, third Wednesday in each month going out, something like that. If anybody has a better idea, pipe in. What do you think?
The third Wednesday in February is the day after the Board of Finance uh, quarterly meeting, which
Mhm.
is that Tuesday. I mean, that
Do we
that would be okay.
do,
Are you thinking we'd meet monthly, pretty much
I'm thinking monthly, but I think that
skipping March? Yeah.
yeah, we're skipping March. So do we want to just, if everybody looks at their calendars, do we want to just try to work on something in February right now that would work for
Yeah,
everyone?
let's look at February.
And then I'll see if we can get Ross to join that meeting. So we are, something like I don't know, the 10th. That's in a week, 2 weeks, 15 days.
You're thinking Wednesday or Tuesday?
I'm not really, I'm kind of open, so I've got to get something. I've got a vacation going on and winter break coming up. So if I do 10th or 11th, I can do that. It's either that or it's, coming back. I could do the 24th, 25th, 26th.
Jim, do you have a preferred day of the week? We
What
probably
time do
all
you
have
guys like to
other things
do it?
scheduled.
What time is the best time? Um, is it 7 or 6? What's your favorite time
I I
at night?
can I'm pretty flexible, so I can go with whatever you guys are,
Okay.
if it's
Yeah, I am too. 7 or 7:30 would be fine.
yeah.
Um,
I
is
like it. I like
is there
seven.
a particular day of the week though that you're leaning towards Tuesday, Wednesday, Dave, or
Yeah,
no?
I mean, do we want to try the 24th
Yeah,
of
I can do the
February?
24th at let's say 7.
Okay.
That's not, yeah. Tuesdays are problematic for me. I have a couple of standing meetings Tuesday evenings, and that
Okay.
one I will.
All right. Bob,
Uh, the
what
25th is fine, that Wednesday, but
Let's
the
see.
Tuesday doesn't work.
I can do that as well. What do you think, Jim?
Let's see here. 25th at 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And so I think we should get at least, um, if we go jump over March and get into April, if we
Mhm.
try and do like April 20. No, see, we can't do that. That's a Saturday. April 25th is a Saturday.
How about the 22nd?
Um, I can do that Earth Day.
Let's see, April.
Yeah.
22nd?
It's a Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
22nd. Yeah, that's not the school break week, is it?
It's
No,
not.
that's 12th to the 16th. Okay, yeah, so I could do the 22nd. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
7 p.m.
Yeah. 7 p.m. And I think maybe, I mean, do we have to block out an entire calendar right now, or do we?
No. So what we did for the last one was we um we put, two on sort of
Yeah.
like just to have them. And then you can always do special meetings where those
Mhm.
can be kind of added
Yeah.
throughout the year. They don't have to be as part of this upfront
Oh,
organizational. So I think
got
we're
it.
good with two. And
Okay. And then, yeah, when we get into the meeting on, February 25th or, the April 22nd meeting, we certainly can just change things around when we need to,
mhm.
if that works. Uh,
The presentation that you guys are speaking about, would that be, do you know, I'm sure it's on the town like documents for maybe the
yeah.
RTM's agendas. Do you know about around what month or that would have been? I
Yeah,
could
it's the
find it.
October 2024 RTM meeting.
Oh, okay. All right,
It
I'll
should
look
be
for
in the
that.
packet. You can pull it down.
Yeah, but we presented at the BOF, the packet as well, so it should be is that also October, Bob?
Um, it may have been. I don't recall.
Yeah. Okay.
But I know you
I
went
have
to
I have the
you-
deck on my computer,
yeah.
and I will send it. I'll send it out,
That'd be great.
meeting or tomorrow, just so everybody has it. And then, and I think I've got some notes somewhere. Maybe I could, maybe give a summary. But I think if you're looking at the deck is pretty self-explanatory. And then there's the presentation to the BOF. I'll figure out what time that was, and I'll give you a timestamp on the video. I think it's worth reviewing
Okay.
for a little bit just to see, because I remember that meeting, and um, uh, we had gone from, I want to say, asset value of 600 up to 650. That was the presentation deck, and then I think what happened in that meeting is we kind of wanted to get something over the line. And I think what happened is it ultimately, Craig pushed for more. I pushed for more. Lori Charlton pushed back. I think ultimately we just went, or the Board of Finance just went on the recommendation of the slight increase. And it might have been 600 to 625 or 625 to 650. I mean, it was incremental. It was 25,000 bump.
Okay.
And so that's how that meeting went. But yeah, so I have that deck, and then I'll let you guys know where to look on the BOF side, from the past meetings, so you guys can get yourselves tuned up for that. And then we've got to see if we can. I'll see if we can lock in Ross, for
Mhm.
our February 25th meeting at 7 o'clock. So I think we just got to get the latest numbers and see what he's got to say, so we can then start formulating, what we like, you know.
Do you
Okay.
think it may not be a bad idea, at least for the first meeting, if we met in person, if we could,
Yeah.
through the town, secure a room, maybe for
Oh
those
yeah.
first two
Yeah.
meetings?
Yeah. I think that's smart. I
And it
think
could be hybrid, obviously, it will be.
yeah. Yeah, of course. But I think it would be great to meet in person. Um, all right. So we've got the two meetings. We've got a plan. I will send the deck and the follow-up video stamp of where we can watch the BOF meeting. Um, Anything else before we move on past agenda item 4? All right. So
No.
agenda item
Yep.
5 is just to ensure the compliance with town clerk. We did that. That's done. Old business, I think we sort of talked about that a little bit already. So I don't see anything there. And unless there's anything else, I think we could do motion to adjourn.
I agree.
Okay.
I'll second that.
Motion. All right, Bob.
Can I just say one quick thing? Sorry, this is
Oh.
Prue.
Hey, Prue.
Hey,
I
Prue.
don't know, I wasn't listening, so I don't know if you talked about what you need to send to the town clerk.
Okay. Tell us.
You're gonna need to send to the town clerk your next meeting date if you have one,
Mhm.
and definitely the officers for 2026
Okay.
and your emails, just so that, not for public use.
Mhm.
It's just that she needs, Sue Fellner needs to have all the officers' emails in case they need to be contacted.
Okay. You got it. You got
Okay?
it.
Thank
got it.
you.
Prue,
Thank you,
we
Prue.
will, I will take care of all of that.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, great.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Have a good
Have
one.
a good one.
Bye.